The Oracle Network.
Shut up. Shut up. It's time. It's time. Shut up. Shut up. It's Talentless Talent Thursday, baby. We are here. We are back with the 30th episode of Talentless Talent and the end to Talentless Talent Season 2. Ooh. It's the end of Season 2. I'm going to slow down on how long these seasons are going to be because they are short. They're 15 episodes each, which at this point I would have like, oh my God, if I do an episode every frickin' week, I would be by the end of this year, I'll be at season like 10. So I'm going to make season 3 a little bit longer. It's going to be video cast. We're going to do video. And I really just wanted to use episode 30. Episode 30. I really wanted to use episode 30 to just kind of go over things that we've talked about, things that we've done in a different way, in a completely different way. You know what I'm saying? It is a new, different type of podcast I've ever recorded. It took a lot of time, so fucking listen to all of it. It's not that long. I'm begging you at this point. Oh my God, and we have some new things, and I just can't wait to fucking jump into it. As always, and of course, this is a part of the Oracle Network. Look deeper. The Oracle Network is an amazing network to be a part of. I have so far enjoyed my time with the Oracle Network. I love the Oracle family. I have definitely just really enjoyed working with everybody that is on the network. It is fantastic. You can catch all of our shows on theoraclenetwork.com, and that is the Oracle, ORACL3 network.com. And you can just check out all of the podcasts that we have. But Oracle Network represents quality indie podcast. Majority of the shows are of the true crime genre. However, there are all different types of genres. I don't talk about true crime. I have only mentioned becoming a true crime. AKA me murdering somebody, but I'm not going to do that. But we have a lot of awesome shows on there. Beyond the Rainbow, Anxious and Afraid, Blue Side of the Mountain, Brew Crime, Mask of Sanity, The Jury Room, True Crime Cat Lawyer, True Crime Dark Injustice, Victimology, Ye Old Crime, Not Your Normal Murder, Misconception, Great Unsolved, and plenty more. I just want to give a huge shout out to CJ from Beyond the Rainbow. CJ is now some fancy title, the network media curator, and they have their own podcast, and she is now going to be creating super duper frickin' cool polls and other media stuff. I love media stuff. Do I know what it is? Not really. But we do have pop quizzes that you can take. So go on there, take the pop quiz, and listen to the July podcast of the month, which is Ye Old Crime Podcast. Anyway, it's Talent Thursday. You can catch Talent on all of your devices. But the number one platform is Spreaker, and it is a representative of iHeartRadio. Spreaker is where you can get all of your needs, your podcast distribution, monetization, and analytics, enterprise podcasting, podcast recording application. And then you can also just download the podcast app if you just want to listen. You're not a podcaster yourself. So check out Spreaker. And then, of course, listen to my ads so I can make money. Nah, you don't have to. You can skip through it. I skip through them. Anyway, welcome to Talent, baby. It's our 30th episode. Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing. I love you. Enjoy.
Talentless talent. Talentless talent. Talentless. Talent. Talent. Talentless. 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 Talent. Talent. Talentless. Talent. Talentless. Talent. Talents. 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 Talents, talentless talent.
Talents, talents.
Talons with the talentless to the talons. Talentless talent.
Talentless talent.
It's talentless talent.
Talentless talent with Galen Dills.
July 2021. I started this podcast October of 2020. It was a dark time in my life. And by dark time, I mean it was in the middle of a pandemic. We all know, right? And there was just nothing going on, you know? I had nothing to do. I was bored. I was in the thick of it all, and I was bored. And you know what? you know what? I was sitting in my bed on a very cold day because at that time, I lived in an apartment with pretty shoddy heat. And it was cold. It was cold in October, and I was laying in my bed, and I was like, you know what? I like to talk. I like to talk. I like to say things. I like to dabble in the words. So I'm going to start a podcast. Oh my God. It's the 30th episode. That's crazy. That is crazy. Of course, there's been some bumps in the road here and there. Of course, there's been weeks where I absolutely, I got really Australian for absolutely no reason. None at all. There's been bumps in the roads. There's been times where I have felt like not doing it, not releasing it. There have been times where I have not even been able to release an episode, right? Yeah, those exist. Those times exist, unfortunately. However, luckily for me, they've been very few and far in between. Is that the correct way to say that? There's been a lot of things that I have said wrong on this podcast, and I thought it would be a really fun time to look back on some of the terrible phrases that I have used in podcast. So, Talent presents some terrible things Kylie has said on her podcast or has said incorrectly.
Surface area cube.
You know what I want to see? I want to see 90-year-olds twerking. Look, you have dumb long arms. I would have had to gotten all the way up. Strawberry wine. 15. Would that song be weird if it was 15 instead of 17? Oh, I drank. I did not eat. I drank a coffee.
Whiskey for a ginger. A whisker ginger.
A lot of fun times. There's a lot more where that came from, and it's going to just keep happening. There's going to be a lot of times where I say things the incorrect way. So, you know what? We're not ending it any time soon. We're 30 episodes in. I don't even know how many downloads we're to. It's a lot. That's what I can say. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say it's a lot of downloads? I don't know. I have no idea. But every time a guest comes on here, I get really, really, really excited to have them on. It is always, most of the time, planned ahead. And I always ask them, hey, let's introduce yourself. And we always have a good time with introductions. And it's always been a fun time with every entire guest that I've had on here. Soon we're going to start doing audio. No, we're already doing audio. Oh! Soon we're going to start doing video. We're going to represent our guest with video. So that's really exciting. I can tell you that the Instagram is doing pretty good. And I'm getting super duper into the stupid fucking digital art that I have been making. It's been a lot of fun. So yeah, it's fantastic. Each guest gets their own little poster. I'm glad I started that. Even guests that didn't get their own little poster when I wasn't doing them at the time, I have made one for them. because I am thankful for my guests. And you know what? You know what I would like to do? I would like to truly listen to some of my favorite guest introductions here on Talentless Talent.
So we have my boy toy on the show. Can I call you that?
Sure.
My boy toy? Is
Yeah.
that allowed? All right, cool.
Not that hard. Okay, so we are here with the original member of the Neighbors.
Wow, yes.
The original member,
Yes.
the one who started it all, to be quite honest.
Okay, it was a part of it. It was a group. It was a group effort.
It was a group effort, but
but
honestly,
was here for it, yes.
you started in the beginning.
I work best when I'm candid. Like,
Yeah, good.
oh yeah.
I'm just gonna be hitting the jewels, so don't mind me.
Oh, don't mind me. Don't mind me either, because I might be hitting something else too myself.
Hey, keep it toasted in here. Keep it
Oh
warm.
yeah, real toasty, because it's cold outside, right?
Exactly. So welcome to the podcast, Frog Murderer.
God, man. It really is. It's like not. It's not an indication of who I am or how I grew up.
Oh my goodness. We've had so many good guests on this podcast, and we just have so many more to keep on coming. So I have been reaching out to people in regards to scheduling. I've sent a lot of people my calendar. I've really just been giving people dates. The calendar thing, a lot of people are like, calendar. Like, look, I hate using a fucking calendar myself, but come on, give your girl a break. I got some things that I gotta figure out, and I gotta put you on a calendar. I'm a busy bitch. But no, for real though, I am extremely fucking thankful for the people that have already scheduled, and for the people that have asked to come back, and for the people that I am scheduling in the future. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be having a lot of guests coming up. Yeah, this is the end of season 2, by the way. Just thought I'd slide that in there. And then we're going to be starting season 3. And I have mentioned recording with video so many times. And I am so sorry. I'm not sorry. It's my podcast. You know, you can leave. Please don't. Please, God, no, don't. Oh, my God. So, with that being said, I am fucking biting the bullet. I am going to do the podcast. One of my close friends said that I look pretty without makeup on yesterday. And that made me want to do a video podcast. That is the most narcissistic thing I think I have ever said. It's not true. There's been a lot more, baby. There's been a lot more. So with that being said, we're gonna have a lot more guests. So to give you a little taste of what's to come, we have a Cincinnati model, we have comedian, and then a comedic couple, fucking adorbs. We also have somebody who runs a pretty spicy Bookstagram account. If you don't know what a Bookstagram is, listen to the episode and you'll figure it out. Cool. Thank you. We're going to have a videographer on here, which is dope. Somebody that records videos in a very amazing way. A lot of it's wedding videos, but they do other things too. We're going to have a videographer / photographer. I'm going to be talking to somebody who lived in a co-op and their co-op life. Very excited about that. I'm going to have a sex worker who also runs a pretty sick Facebook account that has a lot of people interacting on it, and it is absolutely fucking amazing. I'm going to have another hairstylist / plant mama talk to me about the fucking plants, please and thank you. I'm going to have another group, another artiste, another band on Bands Make Her Dance. That was awful. That should have been in like the most cringy things I've ever fucking said. Jesus Christ, that was so bad. We're going to have a male tattoo artist because we've had the lady, so let's get the male version of it. Spicy. We've had a lot of spicy moments here on Talentless Talents. A lot of crazy spicy moments. So, of course, I am going to now play for you some of my favorite spicy, I don't know if they're spicy, but some of my favorite moments here on Talentless Talent.
What? Fuck you. Like, let's go. And I'm like,
We're gonna
taking
race.
my shirt off, ready to fight. And Paxton just kicks me off the thing.
She like joined a sorority and found out that like my name around the fraternity was Weed Boy.
No, it
So
wasn't.
she's
Was
like
it really?
yes, it was. So she'd be contacting my parents. She'd be like, yeah, I'm here after Weed Boy.
You know, he started getting upset when I finished one of his tattoos for him, and the client switched over to me. So I stole one of his clients, but he asked me to do it. You know what I'm saying?
And he looked at me and he was like, "Yo, dude, do a kickflip."
While you're on rollerblades?
And I turned around and looked down and I was like, "Do a jumping jack."
Oh, wait, is that hall passes like
you're,
like you get a fuck one celebrity kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I just get to fuck my cat.
Spicy, I tell you what, you ain't getting nothing more real than here on Talentless Talent. We're getting crazy. We're getting crazy. It's a really fun time. I always tell my guests I want them to be really comfortable. I want them to enjoy the vibe. Since we've moved into a home, I had to recreate that vibe, and it was really hard because this room was bright fucking purple. Who in their right mind thought that would be a good idea? The person didn't have children. It's not like it was a little kid's room at all. So I painted it gray. So now we're here with a gray room, very grown. However, we have a lot non-grown stuff on the walls. There's one thing that is a staple in every apartment that I have ever lived in, which is like those happy birthday banners, but it says "Go fuck yourself." And I just think that's a cute little play on a happy thing. I don't know. I did find out today. I work remote and I was on a Zoom call, and you could see the "Go fuck yourself" banner in the mirror behind me. So I had to reposition my computer. I was uncomfortable, and I don't know if anybody saw it. So my goal for this is I want there to be more animals involved. In that one episode, you could hear me and Kody talking to our animals. So I really would like for them to come visit when people are here. However, Jerome's really loud. There's been a lot of times where you've heard probably a lot of dogs barking in the background. You've probably heard a lot of sirens. But since we've moved to this new fucking place, dude, there really hasn't been too much going on. It's quite a little neighborhood. One of my friends said it reminded her of the Goonies neighborhood, and that was cute as hell. That was the sweetest little thing anybody's ever said about my little neighborhood. It was super sweet. You know, there's one thing that I am going to try to get away from, and that is food. I have talked about food probably almost every single episode. And what can I say? I love to food. I love to eat. What do you mean? I'm a big fan of eating. Eating is a big fan of me. I really do like eating. And that was probably the most motivational thing I've said on this podcast. There's been a lot of guests who have said a lot of motivational things and has made me feel things and learn things and just really put a lot of stuff in perspective. So I kind of want to go around again and share with you some pretty inspirational fucking things that some of my guests have said.
Be attached to a word or a single thing because we're humans and we're versatile and we're everything. But being a part of the word artist made me feel okay about everything else I was.
So that was really rough sometimes, but I was lucky, and I can say that I met a lot of people with really beautiful souls while I was there, and they really inspired me to get out and advocate for them and get set on the right path.
I'm gonna make fucking longboards, man, and I'm gonna quit my job in 2 fucking weeks, man. It's gonna be fucking awesome, man.
Which is like the fucking American dream. But that
know, it
is
is
not fucking possible.
Like, if I fucked up and didn't make it look right, I mean, I'm obviously not gonna be like, I'll try it one more time or something. And if they're like, yeah, it still don't look right, like, well, then don't fucking buy from me, dude.
You know, it's stuff that we see in our day-to-day lives and we deal with, and you know, it's stuff that not only we want to talk about and maybe teach people, but at the same time, it's just like, I guess more than teaching people, more being able to talk about it, being able to write about it, kind of helps us deal with it.
Just go absolutely full hardcore and pour all of that into that belief. I think that is just as silly as pouring it 100% into it's not.
Yes.
I'm somewhere in the middle, but like I'm leaning towards the like full-blown end of Men in Black. We are in a mailbox in a goddamn alien post office.
Oh my god. The emotions are high, baby. The people that I have on this podcast, I have them on here for a reason. And it is not to be preachy. It's not to make you feel a type of way. It's not for anything other than the fact to talk about how they feel, what they think, and just kind of throw some crazy shit out there, shoot the shit, do the dang thing, and just talk about their experiences. And everybody's experience is completely different than somebody else's. I could have 2 of the same kind of guests on here that do the same exact work, and their experience with it will be completely different. What I really get out of this is talking to everybody and just realizing how different, but how much the same we are as individuals. And yeah, it's a fun, funny, lighthearted podcast. It's great. Some episodes are more lighthearted than others. Some are a little bit more so not. And we do get into some pretty deep topics on here, and it's just wild to really hear what everybody else has to say. And I try to make it a point to ask very similar questions just so there can be a lot of different answers thrown around, and there always are. But it's really cool to be able to listen back on these podcasts, and some people may have grown since they've done them. Even in the short amount of time that I've been doing it, I have grown. So I really think it's cool to kind of capture their thought process at that time, and maybe they can go back in 4 years and be a completely different person, whether that's a better person, and that's what we hope for, or an asshole. But to be honest, I really don't think anybody I've had on so far could be that kind of human. Because again, I choose these people wisely, all right? I have had a lot of fun doing these episodes, and I wouldn't do them if I didn't have fun doing them. I'm not going to push myself to be something that I'm not. I thankfully was able to get an offer to be on a network, and never in a million years did I think that this podcast would be there. Never did I think that I would be on a fucking network making fucking money off of this. Like, it is probably one of the craziest things that I could ever imagine. Like, I'm sitting in a room staring at my logo. Like, that's crazy. And I have these wonderful, magnificent guests to thank for all of that. But the one person, well, there's 2 people. He's season 3. There's a person in my life who none of this would be possible for. And I really think we just need to take some time and listen to the voice of reason, the voice that I'm always seeking out anytime I'm doing something. The sweet, magnificent angel of a human. It's my fucking mom, Tina Dills, just a fabulous woman. And to let you know and give you, she's going to get her own time, all right? But right now is mine, ma'am. Just to give you some perspective with my mom, she is just very bright, very intelligent, very soft-spoken, but very stern when she needs to be. She's inquisitive. She asks questions. You know, if she thinks that I'm going through a hard time, she makes sure to reach out. She's my number one shit talker, mainly about Galen. No, I'm kidding, Galen. You know I'm not. But, you know, when we all moved out and it was an empty nest, my mom really wanted to get foster kids, because the one thing in the world my mom has always wanted to be is a fucking mom. And she kills at it. She is an amazing person. And, you know, she is ever deserving of everything good. And she, you know, she didn't see that that was the right path at the time. And she was able to pursue what she has been pursuing for a very long time, which is being a teacher. So now she gets to be around kids all the time. So how's that feel, Mom? Be careful what you wish for. Ba-da-doom. I don't like kids, so I'm literally the opposite of my mother. When it comes to those kind of things, you know, when it comes to being compassionate, caring, and loving, yeah, I'm the opposite of that. Maybe. Only if you know me really well. But I really do think my mom is an amazing human. And this is just some good old T. Dills content for you, babies.
That was back in the old days when you did dial up connections to the World Wide Web. I don't know. Who cares?
Oh no! I'm kidding.
My plan is for it to not go to landfills. So I mean, I guess that, you know, that if your styrofoam is going to landfill, then you know it's one thing. I didn't even ever want to open the book again because my owl had been desecrated by my teacher.
That's
okay. I get it. My owl was skinny and malnourished looking, but it was my owl.
Sponsor me.
White Claw, sponsor her.
I want to be
Bernie
sponsored.
says so.
Bernie said so. It's on my Facebook. You can look it up.
So there were experiences, and if you wanted to do them, I would encourage it. You did piano lessons. You know, I just wanted you guys to have a lot of experiences and then again settle into what you want to. I was wondering if you remember, because I thought about showing you how to make that tiny food.
I want to. I remember one thing specifically. It was a tiny Jello, and it actually moved like Jello, and I remember just stabbing
I didn't make that one, but it was an exchange where you made things and sent them out and got them, and I wondered what happened to that little Jello.
It was me. I wanted to chew on it really bad.
It was like red, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it had like it
Cherry.
looked like whipped cream and a cherry on top. Yeah, someone sent that to me in exchange for what I made.
Now the big.
But you've got to read the books, girl.
I know.
Because I think everybody needs to quit judging. And I try myself because I see it too. Comparison is the destroys joy. And I try to do that in art and everything. I mean, you know, if you can get joy from your art, then who cares what anybody else thinks about it?
So sweet and so much love. I love my mom. She is the best. Talent's talent. Oh, it's been a crazy 2 seasons of Talentless Talent. I can't even pick my favorite episode just because they're all so good. They're so good. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, Kylie, how do you sit and do a solo episode? Why do they have 7 different accents?" I don't know. But sitting and doing a solo episode feels a little crazy. It feels like I have gone mad, which I have. I mean, I'm not going to lie. And I'm just sitting and I'm talking to myself the entire time. And it's a lot, especially when I say something and I start laughing really hard at myself. Because, oh, just like this. This is, oh my God. It's crazy. I'm like, I don't understand what is so funny, ma'am. So yeah, sometimes it makes me just feel a little funky, a little crazy. But I've had a lot of good times, a lot of good laughs, and I want that to continue further on. What I'm really looking for is just season 3 to be more professionally done. I think season 2 went really well in that course. I've only lost one person's audio, and it was recovered. Barely. But, yeah. And then I have upgraded my studio significantly. So now that I have learned how my soundboard works, and I have learned how the software works, and I keep finding new things every time I record an episode. I just keep finding new little things and new little gadgets. Now I have to learn how to use a camera, and I'm terrified. I don't know what angle is going to be good, and when I have a guest, I'm scared that I'm going to go to set it up and it's just going to fall apart. Because that has happened behind the scenes. Some podcasts have just completely fallen apart, and you throw them in the trash. That's not true. We recover them, but there is a lot of times where I get super panicky, and I'm like, okay, nothing I'm doing is working. I've gone through so many different softwares, and I just don't think it's going to work out. And then it does last minute, and it's great. It's perfect. It's fine. I would have to say my favorite part of the entire journey so far has just been the cackles, baby, because we're laughing on here. So I want to share with you some of my favorite cackling moments here on Talentless Talent. The cackling of TT.
But it's not lizard people.
That you murdered.
Oh, quiet down. What are you talking about?
Told that scene kid that at that time, and he would have said, "We're XD." Like, straight up.
We're going to be murdered.
I just don't even know what to say to that.
This shit's too sweet. I just can't do it. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. You put too much sugar in the shit.
You sound like a completely different person. Jigglypuff. Peter Dinklage is gonna skank on your grave.
Ready? Okay, not that fast.
You have to get ready. There's something about it. They smell bad.
It's the Dollarita's.
It's just business.
Yeah, it's just dehydrated pee.
Many more laughs where those came from, baby. It's talent. Of course we're laughing. Of course we're having a good time. In case you didn't know, this is technically a comedy podcast or something. I don't know. I don't have a brand. I'm not going to brand it. Mainly because I have imposter syndrome and I'm too scared to say when something is funny. Some of the episodes can get real deep, though. I mean, it's not funny the entire time. I mean, you're not laughing the entire time. But there is a lot of laughter. So, I don't know. Is it a comedy podcast? I use that hashtag. Gets me some likes. Oh my heckin' frickin' goodness. Something that has kind of started new and fresh, and something that I've been wanting to do since the very beginning, and I just couldn't think of a way for it to stick. And it's something that's near and dear to my heart. I have been obsessed with these since I was a very small child. My nickname in elementary school was completely surrounded by this. I thought I would never, ever be able to get over the hump where I'm not recognized as this. But then I realized, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to embrace it. I'm just going to be who I am. And who that person is Kylie Dill Pickle. Okay. So that brings you pickle time. This is a new feature that is involved in the podcast, but it's really not that new. Episode 2 talks about it. 3 Kosher Sluts talks about it. I mean, fuck, the title deals with it. And then we started getting more and more evolved, and we have made the official Pickle Time fucking theme song, you guys. It's so fucking chaotic. It's so chaotic. And just to give you some history on that, the sample that is used with that comes from one of my all-time favorite things, and it's fucking drag queens. And it is absolutely fucking amazing. It's also fair use, baby. So I'm legal. So I just gotta tie all of that together and just make this crazy, ridiculous, fucking chaotic song. I literally just mixed a fucking beat. And it's just crazy. I think it's just one of those generic beats on fucking GarageBand thrown on top of it. It's awesome. This podcast has like made me branch into things that I never thought I was gonna do, like fucking remixing a video to make it pickle time, fucking putting piano sounds in the podcast, and then of course my theme song. James Shields created the amazing licks that it has been, and I wanted to throw some talentless talent flair on top of it to kind of evolve it where the podcast is going and what I really want to do with it, and I think it came out really fucking ridiculous. I'm very excited for season 3 just because of that fucking intro. And when we were recording it, originally I wanted a bunch of people screaming talentless talent, and maybe we'll do that in the future. I think that would be really cool. Like all my guests, I get them to do one talentless talent shout out, and then I'm gonna merge them all together. I don't know, I'm coming up with ideas as we speak. But I was just like so into the idea of making the 30th episode to kind of showcase what's to come, minus the video. The video scares me if you don't notice. I'm fucking terrified. But it's really to just showcase like what we're getting ready to do and what Talentless Talent is all about, and taking it to a different level and showing that I'm fucking able to do that. It's not going to be the same stagnant shit that you're sitting on every fucking week. It's a different topic every week. It's a different person. It's a different thing. And I want it to be fresh, and I want it to be fucking cool, and I never want to stop evolving it. I don't want to be a fucking knockoff of a podcast that's already out there. And I just kind of want to do my thing and show that I can be fucking original and I can do my own shit. Anyway, that was a rant from a whole other level. Oh my God. It mainly stems from the fact that when I first started this, somebody was like, wow, your idea is like every fucking podcast episode I've ever heard. It's just going to be a female version of Joe Rogan. No, it's not. Mainly because I think I'm taller than Joe Rogan is. But seriously though, it's been a lot of fun, and I wanted to just stay fresh, and I wanted to stay new. And even if I have some repeat guest on here, it's not gonna be the same experience every time. And I've had guests that have come on and we've really stuck to their talent and what it is, and it's amazing and eye-opening, and it's awesome. And I've had some guests on here where we have gone completely fucking left where we started, and I think that is also beautiful and fucking amazing. And I'm thinking about starting something on the side, so I'm really excited about that, but I really just gotta get the fucking video up and running before I take on anything else. And it's just really cool to be able to kind of tell you where I go, because you know you've been here since episode 1. If not, welcome. Welcome to this one. And it's just gonna be a new fresh perspective, and one of those fresh perspectives is pickle time. So let's just fucking take a look back on some pickle times.
The best leather
We
daddy.
didn't even eat the pickles.
What pickles? Oh, the hors d'oeuvres.
I'm kidding. I'm not eating.
You want a pickle?
No, I do not. I don't like kosher dill pickles.
That's all I have for snacks.
That's okay.
I'm really worried that I'm gonna get pickle juice on the mic.
Kosher. Dill. Classic. Spears.
Juicy.
Got pickle juice all over my pants.
Which is great. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Where's this pickleback at? Where's mine? Is that it?
Right
Right
there.
yonder? This
It's
one?
right. No, that is not. If you want to drink that, good luck. But that's a waste. Ooh,
Don't.
ooh! I forgot what whiskey tasted like, and now I want to die. I gotta
Bitch,
drink
you
this.
just ate a pickle and then you're like, oh, I forgot how whiskey tastes. Get out of here.
I'm gonna chase my pickle back with water. I'm gonna do water, whiskey, water, pickle. That's a terrible idea.
Do it with like water, whiskey, water.
Water, whiskey,
water,
whiskey, water, pickle, water, whiskey, water, pickle, water, pickle, whiskey, whiskey, pickle. See, this one I need a sound guy. You could put some beats on the back of that.
Welcome back to Pickleback.
Pickle. Wait, is this the pickle or the whiskey? This pickle.
It's hard to tell.
Ooh, you know what sucks though? It's all
What?
warm.
The pickles?
The pickles
Why
and
are
the
your pickles
whiskey.
warm?
Because they've been up here. Are you supposed to refrigerate pickles? I
You
don't
don't
know.
have to, no.
Good.
You should, but you
So
don't
I
have
be-
to.
I
You'll
be
alright.
eating warm
You'll be
pickles.
fine.
If I kill everybody that comes on
You'll be
here,
fine.
let's see. Does it say
Well,
refrigerate
it'll
after?
be the cursed show. Yeah, it does on the
refrigerate
label.
after opening. Why?
Just fucking cover their ass. That's
They're
why.
in vinegar.
Yeah.
That
It's just to
kills
cover their ass,
everything.
man.
All right, that's fine. We'll get into covering.
And know when you're ready
asses.
for this.
I'm not. I think I'm gonna have burps. Oh God.
Oh.
Oh my God.
L.
Okay, I'm prepared. Let's go.
Give me right there, bud.
Da-na-na, 1, 2, and a 1, 2, and a pickle time. You better cheers it, you fucking rude. Have you ever taken a shot with another human before?
Not with a pickleback right
Did
now.
you smell that before you took it?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I hate you. Oh.
I hate myself. But it's definitely pickle time. It's time for a pickle. It's time for a pickle. I still don't know why we have to refrigerate pickles.
You gonna do your pickleback now?
I already did it.
You never filled it, dog.
I did fill it.
Don't lie to me.
You're only doing that
Why
because
the fuck you lying?
I did take the pickle back. What do you mean?
I forgot my beer downstairs.
Mm.
Oh no, that phenomenal.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, dude.
It's a nail.
What the fuck is going on in here? Pickle time's the best time. I'm sure you guys all fucking hate that shit. Just listen to me chew on a pickle. I don't care. Because it is delicious and worth it and everything. I used to get made fun of on the bus. They would call me Kylie Dill Pickle, like I said earlier. And I was really upset about it for a very long time. It really got to me. I was really sad. It's like, it's not funny. It's not cool. I don't like it. Please don't call me that. There's nothing cool about it. Oh my God. Guess what? Here I am, fucking 27, the biggest dill pickle you'll ever see. Fuck you. I was at a bar the other day. I was very not intoxicated because I drank water the whole night. Hell yeah. We love being sober. But yeah, I was in this bar the other night and I was using the bathroom. And I guess we have gone back to before COVID times where there's no fucking toilet paper, soap, or hand towels. I didn't know it would take an entire fucking pandemic in order for bathrooms to be stocked with, you know, the bare necessities. And I was in there and I had to grab a paper towel to use as fucking toilet paper. And I'm not going to flush that down the toilet because I don't want to cause a plumbing issue. I don't want to be the person who walks out of there and somebody walks in behind and they're like, oh shit, that girl done fucking clogged the toilet. I don't want to be that girl. I don't. I'm already the girl that's in there too long and comes out looking more like a piece of shit than I did before. So they probably think I'm doing drugs in the bathroom when in reality, I have a fear of pooping in public and I can't do it, okay? Okay. So I go to wash my hands and throw away the toilet paper. And inside the trash can, there was a whole, untouched, as an uneaten pickle. And it was the only thing in the trash can. It was the most surreal moment I have ever had in a bar bathroom. And that's with all the girls being like, oh my God, you're fucking cute. Oh my God, you're fucking pretty. It was that moment that I saw that pickle in the trash can that I was like, I'm Kylie Dill Pickle. I need to fucking represent these motherfuckers because they're getting thrown away for no reason. Is that really what I'm standing up for, is a fucking pickle in a trash can? I can't do anything better in this fucking world. Ma'am, is that really my only concern here? Yes. Yes, it is. Save the fucking pickles. What's a world without pickles? A world without pickles is sad. I know that much. So, on this podcast, we have talked so much about food. So much about food. We had an entire episode that's just about food. And I just wanted to highlight some food in that episode that we discussed. So this is the food highlight. Now I'm calling them highlights, bitch. We're bougie at. I don't know. Somebody said you can't say bougie anymore. And that's fine. I understand. But it has become so a part of my vocabulary. I'm going to have to cut it out. See, the R word and the FR, what is that? The R word and the F word weren't as much a part of my vocabulary as bougie. And now, that was a word I used every day. Now I have to cut it out. Anyway, here's some food, bitch!
Cream cheese, jelly roll, cream, Gruyere cheese, Swiss cheese, greasy, custard, rat poison, scrambled egg, both pastries, bread, just a spoonful of sugar, sourdough pancakes, sourdough biscuits, cupcake, raw yeast, cheddar jalapeno, sourdough bread, big soft pretzel, potatoes, pasta, chicken and gnocchi soup, pudding, turkeys.
That made me really hungry. Made me want a hot dog real bad. Oh my God. It's been a crazy 2 seasons here on Talentless Talent, and thank you so much for tuning in, buying merch, existing, and coming on the episode if you've ever been a guest. Of course, listening to it. It's absolutely amazing. Talentless Talent has been through a lot. We have moved studios. This literally started out with me sitting on the floor with my laptop, 2 $10 Amazon microphones, and just seeing where that took me. And here I am, baby. Here we are, together. So I'm really excited for season 3 and where that's going to take us. And hopefully it'll take us further. Hopefully I don't get tired of doing this shit. And hopefully guests aren't freaked out by coming into my home. Nobody on this podcast has gone missing yet. So you should be completely fine. I have not decided to start murdering yet. You know, if I were to ever commit a crime, all the evidence you would need are right here in these special little episodes. Like I said, solo episodes are wild. They're actually really hard to do. It's really hard to fucking think of shit and then talk about it by your fucking self. I still have not gone to therapy. I do not plan to go to therapy anytime soon. Unless you can prescribe me Adderall, which might persuade me. But we'll see. I'm scared of it. I don't know. But you should go to therapy. There's a lot of resources out there, and there's a lot of cool apps that you can download. I do have some friends that use little robots. I have friends who use telehealth. Leather Daddy just calls his little bae up on his cellular device, and they get to look at each other's faces. So if you like that face-to-face contact and the whole COVID thing, or you just don't want to leave your house, there's very many things that you can use. So get therapy. Don't start a fucking podcast. Go to therapy. My God. And if you listen to this as any form of therapy, yeah, please, I will pay for your fucking therapy sessions myself. Jeez fucking Louise. All right, guys. Well, this is episode 30. I hope you enjoyed looking back on the times that we have had together, and I hope you are looking forward to times that we will continue to have together. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's fucking Talent's Talent, baby.
Talentless talent. Talentless talent. Talentless. Talent. Talent. Talentless. Talentless. Talent. 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 Talentless. Talent. Talentless. Talent. Talents. 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 Talentless talent. Talents. Talents. Talents with the talentless to the talons. Talentless talent. Talentless talent. It's talentless talent. Talentless talent with Galen Dills.